Tired of ugly algae moss and mold ruining your home's beauty? Try 30 seconds outdoor cleaner. Spray it on, wait, hose it off. Use it on siding, use it on decks. It's not magic, it's 30 seconds outdoor cleaner. Easy to use, the best you can buy.
This summer's tomato harvest starts now. It's your one chance to start your seedlings in Black Gold Seedling Mix and give them the best environment for a healthy start. Every ingredient in Black Gold Seedling Mix gives delicate root systems what they need to grow and be strong for transplanting. You'll see the OMRI certification right on the bag. A successful harvest starts with a recipe for success. Black Gold Seedling Mix. Sold only at local independent garden centers. For the one nearest you, log on to sungro.com.
Good morning, Portland. I'm Steve Leader.
And I'm Rebecca Marshall.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 8th.
Lars Larson checks in with the Rose City
Sports at 15 and 45 on your home of the Ducks and Blazers. Here's
your station for fair and balanced news. News Radio 750 KXL.
In the Garden with Mike Darcy is brought to you in part by Moen Machinery, Meta, the active ingredient in Corey's and Deadline, Black Gold, and Marquee, your casual living store. Well, here in my garden, Cody, of course, is expecting a little treat here, and always like to keep the garden dog happy. Some plants that I really wanted to highlight right now, a few favorites of mine. Of course, I have lots of favorites, but this rhododendron right here is called Sir Charles Lemon. And I love it because, first of all, you get this purple color that comes out on the stems, but more than that is the underneath side of the leaves. Look at that, magnificent brown color there. And this is great with a light on it at night, and it keeps this color. Even the old leaves seem to keep it, but when you see this color to me on these leaves, it's really wonderful, especially in the sun when you can see that. So that's Sir Charles Lemon, very, very easy to grow. Not known as much for the flowers as it is for the foliage. All right, another plant that I just wanted to mention, and that is, we think of dogwoods a lot of times as being plants that are summer blooming, but this is one called cornus moss, and it is a dogwood, and you can see the flowers are coming out in little tiny clusters here before the leaves come out. So it really makes a spectacular showing this time of year because you have the bare branches and then you have these yellow flowers coming out. Very easy tree to grow just like any other dogwood, and once again that's called cornus moss. Then there's a couple new plants to me this year. This is a ribes that I picked up, and look at this, it's in full bloom right now. I love the flowers on it. And you can see right here, new growth is coming out on it already. It's a plant that likes a little bit of shade, so I've got it in a place here where it can have some shade. But we don't often get plants that bloom this much this time of year. And this has been in bloom now for about a month, so it's very, very early blooming ribes. And the red on it, you can see the red stems on there, and then these cream-colored flowers hanging down. Very, very nice plant. And that would be an evergreen shrub to have in the garden, not get too big. Another new one for me that I got fairly recently is this Acer. It's a maple, and this one particular one is called Phoenix. And I love this one right here, even without any leaves on it. Take a look at the branches here. The coloring on the stems right here, and then the very new growth, you can see, does not have the distinctive white markings on it. It tends to be all one color. And you can see how the new buds coming out right here are red, just getting ready to pop out. But you go all the way down to the trunk here, and you can see this tree, we actually have a light on it. You can probably see there a spotlight at night, so when you come down the drive you see this, and any time of year this would be a very special interest tree to have in the garden. And once again, this is Acer, and it's called Phoenix. The foliage is very nice, but it's primarily known for the bark. We also have a very special tree to me, and we're going to go take a look at that right now. That's one that we have in our courtyard. I'm very anxious to show it off because it's just about ready to come into bloom. One of the things I just want to remind you is that you can go to mikedarcy.com and look at these segments again. You can sort of do that at your convenience because they'll be up there for 1 week. So go to mikedarcy.com and you can watch the whole show or individual segments. And we also have a complete listing of all the plants that we have shown. This is the one I wanted to show you in our courtyard. It's an Acacia brevisima. I love it for many reasons. I like the arching texture, the way the branches seem to kind of just fall out and spill down. The foliage is quite unique. You can see how it sort of is in triangles here, and the color is nice. It's not just a solid green, but what's going to happen to this tree very soon is you can see all these flower buds, and I would say in perhaps another week, less than that, this is going to be a solid yellow. This particular area is it's enclosed, so it might be, the tree might be a little tender if it was right out in the open. This came through the winter fine, but it's got some aggregate around it, and as I mentioned, it is enclosed. It wants hot sun. The hotter the sun, the better. Once again, it's Acacia brevisima, and hopefully in another week or two, we can revisit this again, and it'll be in full bloom.